In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how you can set up your Instagram advert to get better results with Instagram ad. So if you are running Facebook advert right now and somehow you're not getting results, why not try Instagram? Because a lot of business owners, a lot of people that have money are on Instagram and they are looking for product to buy. But because you are not advertising on Instagram, they are not able to see your product, and that is why you can't make more sales. So if you watch this video to the end, you're going to learn the exact step-by-step process that I use to run my Facebook and Instagram adverts in 2026. It is going to be a hands-on training, so let's get started. The very first thing we're going to do is you come to your ad manager and you click on create. Now, for some of us that are watching, you probably don't know how to access your ad manager, so I'm going to show you the first thing to do. Make sure that you are logged in on your Facebook account on your desktop. You can use Chrome, you can use other browser that you want, or Pramini, Firefox, depending on the browser that you want. So when you are logged in on your Facebook account, just look at this left side. You are going to see professional dashboard, ad manager, ad center, meta business suite, and all of that. Come and click on ad manager. Once you click on that, it's going to take us directly to our ad manager. Listen, if you already have a Facebook profile, you have an ad account. So most time when I talk to business owners, they say, "Oh, Mr. Paul, I don't have an ad account yet. Maybe I need to buy it." No, no, no. You don't need to buy another account. Once you have a Facebook profile, you have an ad account. So when you go to that ad manager and you access it, it's going to take you directly to where you can start setting up your ad. Another method that you can use is for you to come and type www.adsmanager. So let's type it here, facebook.com/adsmanager. So you copy this entire URL and you load it on your browser just like this. So it's going to load and it's going to take us to our ad manager. Once we are in ad manager, the first thing we want to do, because we want to advertise on Instagram, the first thing we want to do is to click on create, and then you ask yourself, do you want lead or do you want sales? If you're a business owner, there are basically two types of objective that I recommend. You can either use lead or you use sales objective. Lead is going to supply you with a lot of lead for your business, and sales if you are running a direct advert. So if you want to sell maybe digital product, you want to sell your physical products, you're an e-commerce vendor, or you want to sell your service directly. So you want people to book maybe your service, you're a video editor or graphic designer, you can do that with Instagram ad. Okay. What we're going to do here is we're going to click on this lead if we want lead, or we can just click on sales if we want sales. For the purpose of this ad, we are going to advertise lead. So we not want to generate a lot of lead for our business. If you want more on how you can run sales ad using Pixel and all of that, make sure that you subscribe to this channel and turn on notification bell so that you don't miss more videos that I'm going to upload. So we'll click on continue, and it's going to take us to our campaign column. Now, when it comes to Instagram ad, there are three different arms. There is a campaign column, there is ad set column, and there is ad column. Campaign column is where you choose the objective. Ad set column is where you simply choose who you want to see the ad. Those are the places that you select the age, the gender, the location, the targeting, and all of that. And then the ad column is where you choose what you want them to see. This is where you now put in your ad copy, your video or your image, your headline, your website URL, and all of that. So I want you to understand that there are three different arms of your ad. Basically, you are actually creating Instagram ad on your Facebook ad manager. Remember that it is the same platform that has Facebook and Instagram. So they made it easy. You can still create your Instagram ad inside the Facebook ad meta platform. What we're going to do, we're going to name this campaign. For example, we're going to name it Test Instagram Ad. So Test Instagram Ad. And we go down here, make sure that your objective is correct. This is the lead objective. If you want to edit it and choose another different objective, you can click on edit here, and then you can easily now choose a different objective that you need. So for now, we're going to go with this lead. And there are two types of budget strategy. What is actually a budget strategy? Choose how to distribute your budget across your campaign. If you choose campaign budgets, look at what it says here. Automatically distribute your budget to the best opportunities across your campaign, also known as advantage campaign budget. The second one said set different bid strategy or budget schedule for each ad set. It might look like the first one is the best, but for some reason I like to go with the second one. And one of the reason I do that is because I want to control how much Facebook spend per advert. I don't want to give Facebook control to determine which of my advert they will spend money on and which of the advert they will not spend money on. No, I want to be able to control how much they spend on each ad set. So this is why I say I want the advert to spend $10 per day. I want the advert to spend $20 per day, and Facebook is going to stick by it. So I'm going to go with this second one, ad set budget. When I do that, I am almost done in the campaign column. So I'm going to click on next right here, and it takes me to the ad set column immediately. Now, when we come to the ad set column, now if you are watching this and you're a newbie, the easiest way to know whether you are in the campaign column, whether you are in the ad set column, or whether you are in the ad column, just look at this name here on top of this. You see, this is ad sets. Let's go back. You're going to see this is campaign. You can see campaign now. I just went back to the campaign. Now let's go to this third one. You are going to see ad. So that's the easiest way for you to know. Maybe you are confused. You don't know which of the column you are in. You just come to this up here. You are going to look at it. See, this is ad. So right now we're in the ad column. But if you go to the center, it's now going to change to ad set. Right now we are going back to the ad set column. I just wanted to put that there so if you're a newbie so that you don't get confused. Of course, what we're going to also do, we're going to name it test Instagram ad. One of the reasons I named this, if you have been following me on this channel, is because I create multiple adverts, and when I come back to my ad manager, I want to immediately know which of the adverts is which without, start editing it one after the other. And it is this naming that is going to give it to me. So when I look at this advert, I already know that this is test Instagram ad. Okay. Now let's proceed. Because we want to generate lead, there are several methods that we can use to generate lead. Number one, you can generate lead by sending them to your WhatsApp. This is like a normal method that everybody knows. You want people to chat to you on your WhatsApp DM. Number two, you can generate lead by sending them to your website where they go and fill form. So if you have a website, maybe you already have an opt-in page that you have built, you can send people there and they go there and fill form. Maybe you collect their name, their phone number, their email address, and other details that you need. The third one is that you can use instant form. Instant form is a form that allows you to generate lead without having any website at all. You don't need to have a website, and you don't even need to send people outside Facebook. So Facebook provided this form to allow us generate leads without sending people outside Facebook. It is one of the easiest way to get cheaper cost per lead. However, if you don't know what you're doing, you might end up getting a lot of unquality lead. But I promise you, I have used this over time and it doesn't deliver only unqualified lead. In fact, a lot of sales I'm making in my business comes from using instant form. Well, one of the reasons again is because website is good, website works, but then sometimes when you want to run advert, it's not every time that you have the energy or you want to actually start setting up your web sales page, start designing all those things. If you don't want to go through all those steps and you still want to make sale, just use instant form. And in case you don't know how to use instant form, I have several videos on this channel, and make sure you stay to the end. Watch this video to the end. It's going to help you make more sales. Let's proceed. Now, conversion location. What is conversion location? It simply means where do you want to generate leads. So when people click on your advert, where do you want to send them to? Do you want to send them to website like we talked? Do you want to send them to WhatsApp, or do you want to send them to your instant form? Okay. For the purpose of this ad, I am going to go with WhatsApp. Okay. I just want to send people to come to my WhatsApp. Maybe I am a vendor, I am selling something, maybe kitchen utensil, maybe clothes, or maybe even a digital product. I just want to send people to my WhatsApp so that they come and make inquiry about whatever I'm selling. That is what I'm going to do for this ad. Okay. So I'm going to now send people to come to WhatsApp. So you're going to use single, and you scroll down and you find there are several methods if you use the single method. But if you scroll down, you are going to find the WhatsApp. So if you want to send people to Instagram, you can send people to your Instagram DM. For some of us that has Instagram account, so we want to get people to message us on Instagram, make inquiry about whatever product we are selling, we can absolutely do that. Another thing you can do is to now send people on WhatsApp, just like you can see right here. Let me remove this. Let me remove this so that you can see the WhatsApp. So you can see this WhatsApp right here. You can send people to send you message on WhatsApp. So I'm going to choose the WhatsApp button right there. You can see now, I can now choose this WhatsApp. And before you do it, there's one thing you need to do. You need to be able to connect your WhatsApp business on your Facebook page. So let's go quickly into our Facebook account and do that immediately. You must have a business account in WhatsApp business, not like a normal WhatsApp, a WhatsApp business, and you connect it on your page. So let's say this is my page. I will just go to professional dashboard. I'll go to professional dashboard, and it's going to take me to where I am going to connect my WhatsApp. Okay, let's quickly check linked account. So you come to linked account. You see Instagram or WhatsApp. We want to link on WhatsApp. As you can see, I have connected to WhatsApp number already, but I don't want to connect another one, but I just want to show you how you can easily do that for yourself. So what you need to do, if I want to connect another number, I can click connect right here, and I can put in my WhatsApp number. If you are not watching from Nigeria, you can choose your particular country code here. There are different country codes, so I can choose my number, and then I will just click on connect. For example, let me just type, even though I don't want to connect it, but let me just type my number right there. So let me click on connect. They are going to send you a WhatsApp code on your WhatsApp. Okay, this number is associated with WhatsApp or WhatsApp for business. So I already have 183. They're going to send you code on WhatsApp, and you now put that code right here and you click on confirm. Immediately, your WhatsApp business is going to be connected to that Facebook page. Assuming there is no glitches, it is going to be connected. Okay. We get that out of the way and we go back to setting up our adverts. So right now we choose our WhatsApp. Of course, maximum number of conversation is going to show, and then we are now going to choose that exact page that we have created, and we have linked our WhatsApp business. So you have to make sure that if you have different pages, you need to make sure that you choose that exact one right here. As you can see, that I have a lot of pages here, so I'm going to just go ahead and choose one of them and make sure that it is the right one that you connected. Just choose one of them here. And you can easily see the number that you have connected to the page. In case you have different numbers, you can just come to this drop down and pick each of those different numbers. Okay. Now let's proceed to the next thing. The next thing here is we're going to change our budget. Sometimes I like to test with small budget. Sometimes I like to start testing with big budget, but most of the time I just start with small budget. Small budget depends on you as a business owner. For some people, using 10,000 naira per test can be a small budget. For some people, using 1,500 can be a small budget. For some people, using $1, $3 can be a small budget for them. So it depends on what you can actually afford to use for testing. So I'm going to put this at 3,000, and there are just two types of budgeting type: daily budget or lifetime budget. Now, I normally do not like going with lifetime budget. I always use daily budget. So let's look at this. Your asset budget is the daily or lifetime amount you want to spend on this asset. A daily budget is the average you spend every day. Average, meaning that sometimes, even though I put 3,000, sometimes it might not spend up to 3,000. Sometimes it might spend a little bit higher than 3,000. So if you notice this thing, just know that it is normal. This thing is AI. That you say spend 3,000, does not mean that it's going to spend the exact 3,000. Do you understand? But it's going to be average, meaning it's not going to pass that 3,000 so much. And sometimes it might be 2009, 2008 or so. So a lifetime budget is the maximum you spend during the lifetime of, let's look at it, during the lifetime of your ad set. What that means is that if I say lifetime budget, for example, lifetime budget, I am going to now choose a budget. You can see what is it, try increasing it to at least 573,000 and all of that, meaning that this is the amount this ad set is going to spend during the lifetime of that ad. Okay, if you don't want it to confuse you, just use the daily budget, because that is what I use every single time. But I just wanted to explain the lifetime budget so that you have an idea what it means. All right, so let's go back to our 3,000 naira for daily budget. And the scheduling, you can easily schedule to start anytime you want. Today is 27. I don't want this advert to start on 27. I want it to start 28, and I want it to start. You can easily choose the time that you want. This, I want it to start by 4 a.m. in the morning. You absolutely have the control to choose the time that you want. However, for newbies, I recommend that you start your advert between 1 a.m. to 6 a.m. The reason is because you want your advert to start running when people are online. Do you understand? Like when they wake up in the morning, from that morning, your Facebook advert start running all throughout the day. It is far better and will give you far result than when your advert start running maybe 6 p.m. If you start running by 6 p.m., it's going to try to rush the entire budget so that before 12 a.m., it will quickly recycle again. Always start your advert in the morning. It gives it enough time to optimize, run for the entire day. Do you get? So that's how it works. Now, I don't like to set end dates, so I don't need end dates. End date means I want the advert to run from today to maybe March 15. You can now set end date as March 15, but I don't want that. If I want my advert to stop running on March 15, I will log into my Facebook ad account and just turn the advert off. All right. So easy way to turn advert off. You can easily toggle this here, and you just make sure that it is off. But I just need to toggle it on and continue setting my ad. So I don't like to set up my end date for any reason. You can try it if you want, but I just do not do that. The next thing I'm going to do is to choose my location. As you already know, it is not every column on this ad account that you are going to touch, because if you touch every column, you will end up being overwhelmed. So you just need to pick the important ones and set up your advert and go and start doing another thing, because it is not only advert that you do in your business. There are other things like following up on your lead, writing scripts. There are numerous things you do in your business, so you don't have to spend the entire evening or entire morning going through every single button on this ad account. You end up overwhelming yourself. So we're going to choose our location. If you want, you can advertise to any country that you want. If I choose United Kingdom here, like United States, okay, let me choose United Kingdom, that is London. I can choose to advertise my product on London. Let me remove Nigeria. So I can choose to advertise my product on in London. Actually proceed. It is telling me to update my goals. Sometimes glitches can happen, but let's proceed, okay? Let's proceed. One of the reason it is not allowing London is because this is not a London number. This is a Nigerian number. So I'm going to change that location to Nigeria. Of course, if you are using London, you definitely need to connect a London number. That is what it means. So let me change it back to Nigeria. But you can easily choose to advertise on any country you want. I'm just going to choose Nigeria because of that WhatsApp number that I've connected on my page. Okay, let me remove United Kingdom here and quickly remove it. Okay, let's proceed. The next thing we're going to do is to choose our age and targeting and interest and all of that. So this is where you do that. You come down here and you see this age. You can say, oh, I don't want my advert to reach people below 22 years because I understand that people below 22 years cannot afford what I'm selling. You can easily just set up your age to be 22 and above, maybe 22 to 60 years. I want my advert to show to people between the age of 22 to 60 years. You can absolutely do that for yourself. Then for gender, I don't want my advert to show to women, or I don't want my advert to show to men. Anyone you want. If you want your advert to show to only women, you can choose women, just like I did now. If you want it to show to only men, you can choose men. If you want it to show to all, you can just choose all right here. Okay, you can choose all right here. Now, the next thing I'm going to do is to choose my interest targeting. Interest targeting. There are four different types of interest targeting. Of targeting per se, there is interest based, there is zero targeting, there is custom audience, that is lookalike audience, and there is retargeting. Now, some of the videos I have done on this channel cover some of these four different types of targeting, so you can check the description. You see some of the videos that was linked, or you can subscribe to this channel for more videos that are coming up. But for this video, I'm going to show you interest-based targeting. What is interest-based targeting? It means that we're going to put a certain keyword in this column so that Facebook can target people that are interested in that keyword. For example, let's say I'm selling a product about skincare. I can actually choose skincare here. And I say, I want anybody that is interested in skincare, I want Facebook to target them. So you can see skincare, which is cosmetics. I want Facebook to target anybody who is interested in skincare. And I guarantee you, Facebook is going to target people who are interested in skincare. Okay. So that's how it works. There are several interests right here. You can choose to target them. In fact, in one of my courses, I I wrote down a list of several interest keyword you can target in any niche you are in. So if you want to get out my Facebook ad course, send me a message on WhatsApp. The link will be in the description. Send me a message on WhatsApp so that you can get the course. I will also put the seller link to that course on the description. Get that course, and I promise you, you're going to learn step by step Facebook advert. Even how to create your video, how to follow up on your lead, the easiest way you can set up your pixel. Everything you need to know about Facebook and Instagram ad is on that course. So check the link in the description to get it right now. So there are several things you can target. Natural skincare is another interest we can target there. However, I like to target one interest keyword per campaign so that if that advert is working, I will know that this is the keyword that is working on that ad. Some people, they like to jam pack a lot of keyword. They pack in 50 different keyword in one ad. It is an error because when your advert start running, you can't pinpoint a particular keyword that is giving you that result. But if you have used only one, that is one audience. If that advert is working, you know for absolutely sure that this is the reason your advert is working. In my business, I have written down lots of keyword that are working in my niche. So anytime I'm running advert, I already know that targeting this keyword is going to give me result. How did I do that? Because I was testing one keyword per ad, and that was how I was able to determine which of the keyword is working. And I know some keyword that is almost wasting my money every single time, so I don't target them again. This is the secret. You don't want to jump out a lot of keyword here. You just use one per advert. If you want to test 10 different keywords, for example, that is another example. What you can do is you create the advert, you duplicate it into 10, and you'll be changing different keyword per each of those ad. Anyway, I will show you how to do that in the next video. So make sure you subscribe to this channel. Next one I'm going to do is I have already put the keyword, and as you are doing that, you can even come down here and look at the estimated audience size. This is 6 million to 7 million. Now, sometimes if your audience size, estimated audience size is less than 500,000, I wouldn't recommend that you run that ad, because even if the advert works, it's going to stop converting very fast because there is just not so much audience in that particular interest. But you can see that this one, if this advert is working, it's going to take time because there are over 6 million to 7 million people that are interested in this keyword. Okay, when I do that, I am going to now go to the placement, which is the last thing we do in the ad sets column. What is the placement? It is simply us telling Facebook that we want to show this advert only on Instagram. Remember, the title of this video is how to create Instagram ad in 2026. So we're going to choose only Instagram. What we simply need to do, is to edit our placement. Let me open this right here. Let me quickly open this. So choose where you want to placement to. So I'm going to edit this placement right now. And instead of using Advantage Plus placement, I am going to go with manual. And once you go with manual, you can easily now remove other platform and leave only Instagram. Do you understand? The method you use to create the advert is the same. The difference now is that we are going to remove other application and leave only Instagram. So let's remove Facebook. Let's remove audience network. Of course, Messenger is not available, WhatsApp is not available, Thread is not available. So for this advert, ladies and gentlemen, it is only on Instagram that this advert will show. As you can see that it is only Instagram that is checked right here. Now for this, we can decide to say, oh, I don't want my advert to show on Instagram Explore, for example, or Instagram profile feed. And you can either decide, but the most important thing is to uncheck other app here, like right here, this platform. Make sure that it is only Instagram that is available. The way this advert is now, it is only going to show on Instagram platform. No other platform is going to see it. And what we are trying to do simply is we want to show our advert to more qualified audience, because I have noticed that there are more qualified audience on Instagram than they are on Facebook. It doesn't mean that Facebook do not work. It simply means that you're going to get more serious people on Instagram than Facebook. Sometimes it is not even every time that it happens. So, but that's how it is. When we do that, we are done with ad set column. The next thing we're going to do is to click on next. We are now going to go to add column. Now, when we come to the ad column, we're still going to name it test Instagram ad. Now, we're still going to name it test Instagram ad. And the ad column, like I mentioned, is where you put what your audience is going to see. Before you even come here, you must have created, number one, your ad copy. Number two, your video. Number three, your headline. Now, these three things are the things that you need to be able to put here. These are the three things that you need to be able to put here. So what we're going to do now, don't mind the red signs. We are still going to tackle it when we are done. So that's one of the things that it is about creating the ad. When you are creating ad and you see some of these things, it means your advert has an error and you just need to go and find where that error is and you fix it. If you don't fix it, believe me, you can't publish this advert. Once you want to publish, you said it is not published because of that error. But we're going to fix it when we are done creating the ad. Now, let me talk to you about some of the method you can use to write your ad copy. When you're writing ad copy, the first thing you always need to do is to know what your audience pain point is, because it is this pain point you are going to use to speak to their language, talk about their pain, and they will actually understand that they will know that you understand the problem they are feeling, and when you offer the solution, they will be more likely to respond to you. So I always recommend going to do research in depth. So you can come to ChatGPT or even Claude. If you have Claude, maybe the premium version, you can come to Claude and you can do research. Oh, I'm into real estate. Give me top 15 deepest pain points of my customer, so that you can use those pain points and craft an advert. So, for example, I can say, use, let me create this, use deep audience pain points in, oh, okay. Okay, I need to remove this and type from scratch. I am in real estate niche. This is how you can start to create your own ad copy. I am in the real estate niche. Give me 15 deep pain points of my customers. Then I can say, tell me what is frustrating them. This is just me going in depth. So let's look at the answer that is going to give us. Here are 15 deep pain points frustrating your real estate customers in Nigeria. Number one, they have been burned before by fake listing and they don't trust agents anymore. They are scared. You can read all of this. And if you're a real estate agent in Nigeria, this is probably one of the most important documents you can keep. Now, the next thing I'm going to do is using 3 to 5 deep pain point crafts a highly compelling Facebook ad copy that sells a property in Abuja for 5 million naira. Make it very emotional and trigger their emotions. Use scarcity and urgency to compare them to book inspection. So I'm just going to stop here. There are several magic you can do with AI, but I'm just going to stop here. Let's look at what it's going to give us. Now it's going to give us a Facebook compelling ad copy. So we can easily try to maybe edit few things, or you can run it that way if everything checks out. I'm not going to start going through all of this, but let's read some of these things. We have a fully, let's see how it starts. You have been looking for a land in Abuja for months. You've seen fake things. You've dealt with agents who disappointed you after collecting your money. You visited properties that look like nothing they saw on the photo, and now you are tired, frustrated, and honestly, you're starting to wonder if owning a place in Abuja is even realistic, like someone like you. So, what am I triggering here? There are several things. You can see I'm triggering fear of missing out with trust angle. You can easily look at this and maybe use the one you want. I mean, there are several things you can do, but what I'm going to do, pain of being stuck plus family legacy. Your mates are buying land, your colleague are building, and somewhere deep down it is eating at you because you know you have the money, you are just not sure who to trust anymore. So if this is what I love, if this is the one I want to use, I can go ahead, copy it. Like I said, don't just copy verbatim. You can go and edit it to what you like. But let's say this is what I love. I can go ahead and copy that copy and come. Let me show you where you put that. The first thing you need to do is to click on create, set up your creative, and you click on image or video depending on the one you want to use. I mean, you can use your image ad, you can use video ad, it just depends on you. So I'm going to use image ad for the purpose of this ad. By now you should have had some images that you want to use maybe on your computer, or even if it's not uploaded on your Facebook yet, you can have it on your desktop. So let's go to upload right here, and it's going to take us to our desktop where we can easily find one of those pictures and upload. But I'm not going to do that. So let's say I want to use this picture. Maybe this is the image that I want to use for my ad. I'm going to click next, and I'm going to click next again. And now this is where I will put that ad copy that I have written. Okay, this is where I'll put that ad copy that I have written. You can see that it is not formatted well. What you can do is to format it, like maybe give some white space, just make it readable so that people can easily read it when they look at it. It is left for you to know what you can do. Just do it readable. And this is our ad copy. All right, this is our ad copy. There are several formulas that you can use to craft copy. I am probably going to do another video that will show you my most compelling formulas. You know, these things run with formulas and templates that you can use to craft several copies that you need and be able to get better results for yourself. So subscribe to this channel. I don't hold things back. Subscribe to this channel, turn on notification bell, and make sure you visit this channel regularly to watch videos on my new updates. I'm always sharing from what is helping me get results in my business. Okay. The next thing I'm going to do is they're going to ask us to put a headline. What is a headline? Let's look at it. A headline is a short, okay, add up to 5 short headlines to let people know what your ad is about. For example, I can summarize this entire ad copy that I wrote by just one line sentence. So let me go back to my Claude. I like to use Claude for this. I can write craft 10 different compelling headlines for ad copy 2. Remember that is that ad copy 2 that we used. So it's going to now give me different ones. The reason I said give me 10 is because I will now look at a lot of options and choose what I want. Let's look at this one. And by the way, I like to leave my headline at 40 character or less. So let me say, let the headline be 40 character or less. Let the headline be 40 character or less. Okay, let me put it this way. And your mates are buying. What about you? Fear is costing you more than you know. You have the money, you just don't trust. You know, you can, if you don't like what it's giving you, you can say, I don't like this one. Make it compelling. So you can literally keep prompting until you get what you like. So for me, all those ones that he gave me, it was not really compelling for me. Okay, yeah, I love this. Stop renting someone else's dream. I love this. Don't let fear steal your future again. I love this. Own Abuja land or regret it in 2 years. Ooh, this is what I love. So I'm going to go here and put it right here. Obviously, they can allow you to put up to five different options. So you see that I just put one of five. So I still have more choice to put over four here. Okay, let me put that right away. Let me quickly do that right away. So I'm going to get another headline and put here. Let me quickly go back to my. Okay, I love this one. Stop renting someone else's dream. I love this one. I'm going to paste it here. And they are going to tell us to add another headline option. We are going to do that until we complete that five that it gives us. It is optional. You must not do it. It is optional. Your fear is making someone else rich. Okay, the that headline does not really go well with me, but since I'm not trying to create this ad, this is just an example advert. I can go with that. I can use this. You deserve land you can trust. Yes, I love this one. So I can put that add headline option and put that. So it remain one here. You can see four or five. So it's remaining one. Let's find one more. Uh, Own Abuja land before the price changes. I like this one. Anything that triggers curiosity most times works in marketing. So even when you're creating headline for your email, your subject line, if you can trigger curiosity, you see that you get a lot of open rates. Marketing, anything that trigger curiosity works so well. So these are the five headlines that I can use for this ad. Now, when I do that, the next thing I'm going to now do, my call to action is already set at default, send WhatsApp message, because remember that we are sending people to WhatsApp. Okay. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to click on next. I'm going to click done, and then I will not click done again for the last time. And we are back. So this is where you can see that everything that we set up is already here. And if you want to preview this advert, you can actually go down and preview your advert. But then I want to be able to sort out these two issues, because if you try to publish it now, it's going to tell you your advert cannot be published because it has issue. So you need to go and you need to go and sort out the issue. So let me go back to the ad set column and find what that problem is and be able to sort it. Performance goal isn't available. You can't use this selected performance with your campaign objective. Please select a different goal or edit your campaign. So I'm going to use maximum number of conversion and see whether that can change right now. So I'm going to go down to this ad column. You can still see now, right now it is in the ad column that this in the red is. And I love that this thing is happening now, so that you can see that when you create your advert, you are most likely going to face some challenges. And when you face those challenges, it is not the time to start panicking. Oh, what happened in my ad? Oh, why is it not publishing and all of that? That's the time you need to calm down and look at what the issue is to start sorting out the issue. Okay, start sorting out the issue. So this is how the advert is going to look. If you don't like it, you can change the image, or you can just leave the image like that. So let me look at that performance goal again, because it is I'm seeing you can't use the selected goal to campaign objective. Please select a different goal or edit your campaign. Okay, let me see that. Okay. Okay, let's try and publish this campaign so that you see the error that is going to give me. Let's publish this campaign. campaign is publishing right now. You can see some items not published. So you view the detail, you're going to see that it's still going to take you back until you sort out that issue. So if you don't sort it out, you will not be able to publish that campaign. So that's what we're going to sort out right now, and then we'll publish the campaign. So right now we'll quickly fix the issue and we're going to publish the ad. Now, when we publish this advert, you see that the advert is going to be published. This is exactly how it's going to look. So you look at it and then we hit publish. Obviously, I'm going to turn off the advert after publishing it because I don't plan to use it to run. But I hope that you've been able to understand the strategies that you can use to set up your Instagram advert in 2026. And I do hope this video has been helpful. One more thing that I wanted to put in before I end this video is that if you wanted to use a video creative, there are several strategies you can use to shoot that video, because the things that you say in the video is more important than how you even deliver it. So if you want to talk about the pain, you can start by using hooks. I have several methods that I use for my hook. I probably do a video that will show you over 20 different types of hook you can use to start your videos in my next video. So make sure you subscribe to this channel. So when you come up with the hook, you come up with the pain, you can tell a story and you can agitate the problem, you can make the offer, and you now call the action. This is just like a formula that I use: hook, pain, agitate, offer, and then call to action. So these are the strategies that you can use to create an Instagram advert that works in 2026. Until I see you in the next video, if you want to learn strategies you can use to run instant form Facebook adverts, just make sure you watch this video that is showing right here.